Thanks for checking out my Animal Crossing New Leaf series. I'll catch fish, dig up fossils, and pay off debt for your viewing enjoyment. Thanks for making this possible. It is my #1 priority to get rid of this red Pikmin hat as soon as possible, and we're going to do that by checking out the museum and showing off what can actually happen by going into the museum. My name is Brian Saviano, aka Bricks O'Brien, your #1 Animal Crossing New Leaf player to ever exist in the world forever. So this is a museum. This is Blathers. He's one of my favorite characters in Animal Crossing in general. Welcome to the Boston Museum. It's also known as the the Children's Museum is what I know, personally. The museum exhibits the very best in archaeology, the natural sciences, and art, fine, and otherwise. As you go again, you'll find that each time I open my beak, 10 words will fall out. 1, 2, okay. I do apologize, I've been trying to get better, but when I have a thought that takes flight, never mind. Let me start over with fewer words. This museum exhibits insects, fish, assessed fossils, and artwork. So with every single thing that you can get in the game from, fish, insects, artwork, and fish, insects, artwork, dinosaur bones, how could I forget about those? You have all those. You can either sell them, keep them, use them in a tournament as an entry, or you can donate them to the museum. It's also your goal to donate one of everything to the museum. And that, everything is meant to happen over the course of a year or 2 years, because everything isn't available for you to get right out of the gate. So right now, just like in the real world, because it's wintertime, there's only going to be certain types of fish and insects and whatever that are actually out right now. Not everything is available to you. So that's why this game is more than a game. It's like a life simulator sort of thing. You got to play it over a long period of time. So it's quite the investment for sure. So what we'll do is go over to retail and sell off all of these things we have here, and then I'm gonna go back to Nookling Junction, buy the shovel, and dig up these little cracks that are in the ground, as well as a couple other things that I'll show off to you. So, let's see. So, remember before, Timmy or Tommy was going to give us only 80 bells, 80 bells for one of these apples. So now if we select multiple apples that are on the screen here, and go all the way, actually, I'll show off just one. I'll show you how much one goes for, just to make my point here. An apple, take that item off for 100 bells. Okay, cool. So now any foreign fruit that are not apples will go for 500. So that's why it's important to have friends that you can, hey, let's swap fruit. That way I can make more money and you can make more money. And it really is your goal to have one of everything in your town. And when I was really invested into this franchise when I was younger, I had one of every fruit, and I used a lot of action replay devices, hacking devices to get what I wanted, because it was just easier that way to do it. But that's an entirely separate thing. I'm not going to be using any cheats or anything like that during this playthrough. Nor will I be doing that on the Switch version, because I just don't want to. So, there's a little snowball here. Let's see. I think this is a special thing we can do. So, sometimes, when it's a certain season or a certain circumstance, there comes a time where you can get special rewards or items for things, and by doing things, and yeah, so real quick side tangent here. We're gonna pick up these fruit here and try to find ourselves the other or another snowball to kind of see if we can pull that off. And then this is basically Animal Crossing. You're finding a whole bunch of little things to do over time, and oh, I'm gonna do this thing. Oh no, I could do this thing or that thing or that thing or that, and you get sidetracked basically the entire time. So it's all a part of the experience, trust me. Now you may say, Brian, where you decided to have this bridge, or where this bridge was for you, is actually awful, because there's only one way to access the beach that's down there. Yes, you're correct. However, you can make more bridges eventually as a public works project. So, My mind is just totally not. Okay, cool. So here we go. Here's another one of those snowball things. So basically, you want to craft the Perfect Snowman by getting these two here. Now, you may say, Brian, how am I supposed to do that? This is impossible. It kind of is, it kind of isn't. So you want to, actually, this might be kind of impossible. Because what you want to do is make the Perfect Snowman dimensions-wise. So if we take this snowball all the way to the other side of that area, it's going to be too big. It needs to be a particular size, and I don't know how to make it smaller. So I'm not saying we're in bad luck right now. However, we're definitely not in good luck, and I don't know what the Perfect Snowman dimension size is. So yeah, I think it gets smaller by running it on not snow. Yeah, it's definitely getting smaller. Okay, cool. Let's see. We'll bring this up here. The one that I had mistakenly put down here. Where'd it go? It's down here somewhere. Somewhere. Over the rainbow. That's not the song. Not the song at all. Brian, what are you saying? Anyways, it went. Oh, if you run over flowers, by the way, they go away. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do what I just did. A lot of Animal Crossing is pretty much going to be a lot of that. Like, hey, what I just did, don't do it. Because the flowers can go away, and they look pretty. And they didn't bother you, so don't bother them. Where did that go? Oh, I should pick those seashells, too. Like Sally did by the seashore. Yeah, let's just do that real quick. These can be pretty valuable as well. So, I mean, they're valuable for us right now as somebody who just moved into the town and has literally no money. They can be a relatively high source of bells, and luckily, because we had just moved in, we had a really cool hat item. That's not the red Pikmin hat, but actually the Mario hat. So, usually you have to wait days and days and months, apparently, to go and get an item like that because, well, you know, it just doesn't spawn in normally. Like, it's only once a day that things get reset, so you're really having a tough time trying to get the things that you want sometimes, but, you know, the Mario hat's a great place to start. So where did this go? Am I just ignoring where it went? Should I review the tape and go back? What happened? Where did that one snowball go? Is it back up here? I know I didn't put it all the way over there, but alright, whatever. I don't know. Okay, sure. So I'm not going to stress too much about it because it's whatever. If you get that snowman... Oh, I didn't mean to go over there because Nickling Junction isn't the place to be for all that stuff. But I guess I can go by the Mario hat right now. So before, Able Sisters used to be just, like, the one shop section where there was a much smaller selection of items for you to buy. So you only had, like, 2 hats available to buy at any given time. But obviously, yes, I do want that. I'll take it. And awesome. Cool. So now I can get rid of this hat forever and never wear it again. So, cool. Dang. Oh, that's cool. It gives you a little tone too, and I do want the Korok Makar's mask. Yes, it reminds me of the Koroks from Breath of the Wild. So yeah, hi, there we go. So yeah, we'll do that. Now I need to go back down to retail, sell off this stuff, and then basically after you do that, oh no, I want to buy the oh, I gotta sell off some of this stuff to buy the shovel and the net. That's what I want to do. And I could buy a lawnmower. I could totally buy a lawnmower, but I think I'm not going to do that. I think I have to sell an item if I wanted to. Yep. Nope, can't. Cool. So, yeah, if you're holding too many items, you won't be able to buy it. So you got to sell something off. And what the unfortunate thing about that shovel is that, and kind of all of the items here, they have a certain level of durability. I'm just going to sell off the apple. They have a certain level of durability. So, if you, let's say, I'll show you. I'll just show you. Alright, so, we're going to get the shovel. Now, there are different shovels that you can get over time. It goes from regular, silver, and I believe up to gold for all the different tools that you get. And now, no, I'm good. Whatever you want to teach me, no, I'm good. Oh yeah, how to use a shovel? No, we're all set. I've been down this road before. We're good. We're all set. So, you get them by doing different things in the actual game here. So if we go to our menu and I equip the shovel, boom, cool. So now we'll go to retail, sell off the remaining seashells that we gathered by the seashore, and then go hunting for some fossils and make a ton of money real quick, and maybe upgrade our house by the end of the episode. Ho 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 ho! Does Brian know how to play this game or what? Why am I talking to myself in the third person? Nobody knows. So, you'll see how much the seashells, along with the couple apples we have, really makes a big difference in terms of stuff. And those seashells replenish every couple hours, it might be every day. I'm not gonna get rid of the Pikmin hat because I do just want to have it, but I'm definitely not adamant about it. What is that? Oh yeah, the mask. So the masks look like motorcycle helmets in your inventory. So 2,400 bells, not too shabby. Yeah, they look like motorcycle helmets, and then anything that's a hat looks like a hat. So technically, because the Makar's mask, or Maker's, yeah, Makar's. Oh, there's that. Okay, cool. So that's there to keep in mind. Because that's a thing that covers your face, technically, yes, that is a motorcycle helmet in terms of the game. So when you find these cracks on the ground, you want to use your shovel on them, and you can get one of two things, or one of a couple things, actually. What kind of fossil it is, I'll have to take it to the museum and get it examined right away. So, you can dig up fossils, which are parts of a dinosaur. So if we bring that to the museum, Blathers will... Oh, there it is! I walked past it like a dumb... Okay, so that happens too. Oops, I should have been more careful. I digress. So you can bring that to Blathers, and he will identify it, and you can choose to either donate it or you can sell it. Now, as much as I'm about donating and helping the cause and being there for the public, contrary to real life, donating the fossils in Animal Crossing don't actually mean anything. You don't gain any more brownie points or anything like that. It's basically just a completionist thing. So if you don't really care about that and you just want the money, just sell them all off. So I do want to get one of everything eventually, but the fact that we need it to get our house upgraded is going to be, or get our loan paid off, I should say, is much more important than donating the fossils as of right now. So you can dig up fossils. Sometimes you can actually dig up trash, which is not great because that's obviously littering, and littering is bad for the environment. It's bad for everyone. And sometimes it can be a pitfall, which you may recognize from Super Smash Bros. It's that white orb with a red exclamation mark on it. And it basically means that you get trapped inside of it and you have to wiggle your way out. You can use it on other villagers and other players that you play with online, because this game does have online interactivity. However, I just end up falling into them myself and then wiggling my way out, and then that's the end of it, because you can't sell them for anything worthwhile. I think it's like 10 bells or something. It's mostly just like a trap, fun thing that you do. You can do to other players or your villagers. So sometimes that's what they are. Sometimes, most of the time, they're fossils, so that's good. The only other function of the shovel is going to be, actually, I don't think the shovel breaks. Does the shovel break? I don't remember. I thought it did. And the reason why I thought it did, or I think it does, because there's one other function, which is hitting rocks. You may say, Brian, if you hit a rock with a shovel in real life, it is going to break. Yes, but in Animal Crossing, there's a likelihood of you getting a ton of money out of it. So every day in Animal Crossing, once a day, there's one rock among every rock in your town that will give you money. It just gives you money. That's about it. So I'll show you a little technique on how to get the most money out of your money rock that you find throughout the day. So next time we see a rock, I know we've passed through the entire town and found multiple rocks, but next time I see a rock, I'll show you exactly what to do, and we will get the money rock for sure. Unless they changed it and I totally forgot, which, you know, it could be a possibility, but I'm going to bet no, because it's been in the franchise literally forever. So, rock. And so, yeah, you got to make a snowman out of those two little boulder things there, or the two snowballs. Why did I call it a boulder? I think they respawn eventually, it being like, you know, that little snowball, it'll respawn maybe if you quit the game or something, or maybe just a once-a-day thing. Ooh, that's a present, but we can't get it. We can't, because you can't jump in Animal Crossing. You need a slingshot to hit that, which is what Villager uses in his move in Smash Bros. And we can't get that. It's a special item. I think there's a whole furniture set for balloon items, so that's probably what that is. It's probably a bed frame or something. So let's find a money rock and find a rock in general. All right. So let's say this is your money rock. You want to dig this space right here. So let's hit this and try and see if it's it. Nope, that's not what I want. You don't want to dig around the rock. You want it to be like one space. Nope. Okay. So typically that'll happen. There's only one money rock, but you want to dig out those two spaces is because when you hit the money rock, you slightly go backward. And I'm just going to move that. You move slightly backward, which is not good for you getting the most money possible. And you'll see what I mean in a second here, if we can find it. Please, Sahara, move. Thank you. Right here? Nope, not it. Oh, but there's a bug. So if I had the net, I could grab that bug and sell it off. But I don't. So typically the space between like the rock, like one area around it is available. There we go. So now just keep tapping A, and you will stay right in that spot right there, and then bags will pop out. So you basically have to hit that rock as much as you possibly can, and then all that free money appears. So as long as you do that every single time, you're good. And that's just free money. And it goes all the way up to 8,000 bells, which eventually chump change. Right now, super important. So make sure you do that. This early in the game, we're going to be rolling bank rolls on deck, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be excited at how much money we're going to be earning in just a flaming hot second here. So give me a second. So all that goes into your inventory. We just got like 15 grand right there. Just about, right? 15 grand. Add that into there. We got this. Got this. Got this. Boom. And bada boom. 19,000 bells, baby. That's how it's done. Awesome. So, we're only on day one. You've been looking at the in-game clock right here. It's exactly the same. I recorded one episode after another. No time travel, no nothing. We're having a great time here. I mean, I'm having a good time. Hopefully you are too. So, we're going to go back up to the museum, get these fossils identified, and sell those off. We're not going to be donating them quite yet because although I do have the money to pay off my first loan, even though the house isn't built yet, I do want the money. So it's basically what I think you should do in the beginning, because you're going to encounter more and more fossils and you're going to get repeats eventually anyways. So, and it's not like you get ill will from the from Blathers and the townsfolk anyways, so we can't do multiple. Oh, we can do multiple. Oh, I forgot. In Animal Crossing City Folk, you could do one at a time, and it took forever. But now, cool. We can do multiple at once, so if you fill up... Yep, so he's going to say they're all rare. What a surprise. Nope. In the meantime, I shall return those. Cool. So, you cannot sell... unidentified fossils. So basically, if they're in that little blue form right there, nothing you can do about it. But now they look like dinosaur bones, and we have a plesio. Oh, this is going to be great for pronouncing this on video. Plesio neck. We have a Megacero skull, Megacero tail, and a Iguanodon skull. So we have two parts to what I assume is a 3-part dinosaur. So we could complete a dinosaur right now, or we could sell it for money. We're selling it for money. So we're going to go down to retail, get that cashed out, and then that's pretty much all we can do after we'll go to retail, cash it out, go to Nook's Homes, pay off the debt, and then we're pretty much, that's all you can really do for the day on day one, I believe, until our house is built. So if you go to hit this rock now, nothing comes out of it. So it's only one money rock per day that actually happens. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's not like every rock is going to be a money rock. So, but when you do get it, it's pretty cool. So let's see. I'll show you exactly how much we're going to get here. Yes, can I help you? I want to sell. Sell. So if we have all 4 of those fossils right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll sell off that flower. No, we'll keep the flower. Just to show you how much it's worth. I crunching numbers right away. Sell it for 16,000 bells. Deal or no deal? That's a deal, baby. So now we're up to 35,000 bells on day, like, hour number 1, which is awesome. And I don't think we can pay off the next loan too, but we can pay off one of them. So that's fine. I'm going to try to not do as much off camera, like, you know, collecting stuff and doing whatever. So every day I'll basically do a similar routine unless it gets really boring. So let's go over to Nook's Homes, get this taken care of. He will be very surprised that we actually are going to pay off the loan before the house is even built. But you know what? That's how we hustle, baby. We on that grind, you know what I'm saying? How may I help you? Down payment, baby. Let's get it done. There it is, a big fat sack of cash. There it is. You brought the money? Let's have a look. Well, it's all there. Cool. You just pay that off. Very good, very good. The money makes everything official, and work on your house can begin at once. Cool. The color of the roof, I want blue, of course. Like the blue roof? Yes, yes. Once your house is finished, I can help you update the exterior. Yeah, so that's what everything in the shop is right here that you can change out. Obviously, I want to go for that pink door on the front of my house. It totally matches all the blue and yellow branding, and pink is one of my favorite colors of all time, right? No, but that's all right. And every time you pay off a little bit of your loan, you or you pay off the entire loan, you do this little dance in front of the the Nook's Home. I get so confused. It's all the same thing. So I think we can almost pay off the next loan with how much money we have, but because the house isn't actually built yet, we can't do that. So we gotta wait for the house to be built and then pay off the next thing and the next thing. But for now, there's pretty much nothing you can do. That's day 1. So I have no choice but to end the video. I want to thank you guys and girls for listening, watching, and tuning in to Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo Edition. And I will see you literally tomorrow for whatever is new. See you later. Bye.